What's up, guys? Dave from BC Bushcraft. Let me take my hat off. It's probably a bit dark out. It's early in the morning right now, and I'm just out in the woods doing some exploring. I'm doing a little bit of a day camp today, but my main goal today is to explore, roughly like a square kilometer of woods. I do want to do some overnights in this wood. You saw me kind of checking out a creek earlier. It's a very nice spot in the woods. It's quite accessible, but it's also off the beaten path for sure. So my main goal really is to just go out on a hike, spend a few hours in the woods, clear my mind, have a good time out here. I'm still not allowed to have fires. The fire ban is still going on in BC. We haven't had that much rain. It's supposed to rain today, but I might end up missing it. It's supposed to rain, around 12 or 1 p.m. And that's when I'm going to be pretty much going back home. So I brought a really crappy Walmart stove to cook up some food on, and we'll just go through the forest, try to get some nice shots for you. Thought I'd talk to you while I found a nice log to sit on type of deal. And it's very nice and calm. It's nice to be in the woods, breathe some fresh air in. The smog is so bad for quite a long time due to all the fires in the interior and stuff, which is very sad. It's not nice thing to happen to BC. All those beautiful forests, a lot of them are burning down and stuff. So not too stoked on that. Let's put it that way. But hopefully fall will bring rain, and forests regenerate through fire, and that's just the life cycle of a forest. So we kind of go against the grain a little bit by building man-made stuff in places that's the natural cycle. So anyways, today is Bushcraft Day Camp Day. This tall plant behind me is called Devil's Club. You usually find it in wet areas, swampy areas, beside rivers or creeks and things like that. It likes a wet environment to grow in. You can see that they get really big and they are spiky. I think the natives, this was a really important plant for them. I don't have my ID book, but it talks about, I think they might have used it for diabetes. I can't really remember, but this grows, it's got berries on the top. I think they're red. And it was an important plant for the natives for sure. This here is a red huckleberry bush. It still has a few berries left on it. The berry season's kind of ending a little bit when fall comes, but you still might be able to find a few bushes with some edible berries. Huckleberry is one of my favorite berries that are in BC, and very tasty berry for sure. This little plant down here that's got 3 leaves sprouts up from one stem from the ground, and you'll often find them in groups just covering the forest floor is called vanilla leaf. It's kind of got this toothy edge to the leaves, and they're all kind of like a 3-leaf clover in a sense. What the natives used to do with this, they used to dry them and hang them in their houses. It would give a vanilla scent after it's kind of dried. And I think it was also kind of like a bug repellent thing, that just basically made your house smelling really nice. I don't know if that comes out very well, but I think that's a deer mark. You got 2 kind of divots down in there, and it looks like one of their hoof marks right there has just shifted the sand a little bit. That's my guess. Jet boil that. Check out that high-tech, lightweight material. Cheap Walmart purchase. I like to bring instant coffee. I actually like the taste of instant coffee, so I don't mind just popping in a scoop. So much simpler, so much easier to carry, and then messing around with real coffee. A little extra this morning. Sorry if it's a little bit grainy. It's still early in the morning and the sun hasn't quite broken through the canopy, but that's why I can increase the exposure. Even though this summer hasn't really been the best for video making on my part, the channel's grown very well, and I'm very appreciative of all of you guys that have jumped on board and liked and commented and subscribed to my videos. And there's two big channels that gave me shout outs in the summertime. First of all, Scrambled O featured me in one of his Bannock videos, and also Zed from Zed Outdoors has also gave me a shout out more recently, a couple weeks ago. And you know, that means a lot to me. Those guys, I watched those guys before I started my channel, and they were a big reason why I started my channel. And you know, they're just they're influential channels in the bushcraft and outdoor community, and you can learn a lot of things from watching those two guys. So if you guys don't know these two channels, I got links below to both of their channels. They're good guys, and I'm sure you won't be disappointed in the content. So please go and subscribe and say that I sent you. And you know, I assume that most of you know who I'm talking about. They're bigger channels than I am, but some of you probably don't. So if you don't know, go check them out. This print in the mud to me looks like a bear. I can just vaguely see a few claw outlines, and it looks like a paw print for sure. About the size of my hand. You know, a black bear. Probably just shifted the mud back here. I don't know how fresh it is. That's definitely an indication that there are bear roaming around here near the river and stuff like that. I highly doubt I will encounter one though, because I just make so much noise when I'm walking through this this jungle. I just stepped on a paw print, but it looked more smaller, maybe a wolf. I ruined it, so I can't show you. I'm just gonna look for a place to set up my tarp. I got a new tarp, cheap tarp. Ultimate Survival Technologies is a tube tarp. It's like a $30 purchase or something. And we'll find a place to set it up, test it out. I was gonna test it out in the rain to see how well waterproof it is, but it's not raining. It's supposed to rain, and it's blue sky. So there goes that plan. I'm just kind of following some of the drier riverbeds right now. You know, I assume that this place in fall and spring and winter, it's going to be really hard to manage. I feel like all these creek beds are going to have water, and the main creek is going to be a lot deeper than it is now. I can pretty much pass it at any spot that I choose. You know, some of it, some of it goes, you know, knee deep in places, but easily avoidable. So I'm just gonna Oh my god. Salmonberry, Devil Club. Which do I choose? Just go through it. Ow. Don't get stung too bad. This is it. So this ultimate survival technology tube tarp comes with a nice little bag. This thing was like $30 on Amazon, and I said, what the hell, give it a shot, see how well it does. I don't know what it's made out of. Definitely don't think it's still nylon, but comes in a pouch. You got a bag with stakes. There's the tarp itself. I only really set this up once just to see how easy or hard it was. But it's a nice little package for like $30. Gives you a bunch of stakes and gives you some cordage for your ridge line and stuff like that. So we'll try to throw it together and see how it looks. Well, there you go. I set up the tarp. I couldn't be bothered to just film me tying every single line on, but I kind of set it up a little bit like, regular lean-to with the trees that I had available to me. And, it seems okay for $30. I can't really give an honest review on this thing without testing it in the rain. That's my number one concern with this thing, is how it will do in the rain. If you guys have this tarp, let me know how you guys found this in the rain. It has a reasonable amount of tie outs. I think it has 2, 4, 5 or 6 tie outs on each side of the 10-foot side, and then it's only got two tie outs on the 7-foot side. So this tarp is 7 by 10. It goes into like a tent configuration, so you can kind of like fold it down into a triangle, and it's got a zipper that you can unzip like you would a tent or something. So that's why it's called this like tube tarp thing, is it's supposed to be set up like this, but they say you can do what I just did. I had no problem doing it. I'm just worried about the weatherproofing because it does have, I think, 2 seams. It is 3 pieces of material attached together, so that just seems like it's gonna leak to me, but we'll try it when it's actually raining, So I decided to try to wear the knife that I made as a neck knife, and I was supposed to be wearing it this whole time, and I just forgot about it. I left it in my backpack, and I don't know, what do you guys think about neck knives? Do you like wearing them? Do you not like wearing them? My first feeling of just putting it on, when I was slashing cordage and stuff, is that, if I don't like the weight on my neck, I don't like, even just like a little bit of weight, it feels irritating to me. So let me know what your opinion is on neck knives. Up next, all I'm going to be doing is cooking up some food now, bringing out that badass old school, I don't even know, it's not even old, it's just freaking a tank of of a stove, and I'll be cooking some ramen with some eggs. Pretty sure it's supposed to have a stand that I forgot. One use of the neck knife. So I really do like this area that kind of done my day camp in today. Ooh, that's hot. Too hot. I definitely want to do a solo overnight in this area. Can you guys see me? I can't tell. Sorry if it's not focused or whatever. It's kind of been dark in here filming this one, so if my face is not in focus, that's just the way it goes. So yeah, I really do like this area. I spent a good few hours today scoping it out. The river is awesome. The creek is very awesome. I like the creek a lot. There's some nice, this area I'm in particularly, there's lots of materials to build with. It's got a good selection of Douglas fir and stuff like that. Some ground cover to work with. There's lots of ferns. So I do want to do a solo overnight as soon as I can, but I can't really do one until that fire ban gets lifted. So I'm kind of in this, area where I'm waiting on the fire ban, and I want to do an overnight, but I can't. So I don't really want to just do one with a stove because I enjoy the fire. I like sitting by the fire at nighttime. I like feeling the heat of the fire warming me up at night. It's dropping in temperature, so it can get chilly at this time of year. Some other cool things about this area, there's definitely bear. I saw the bear tracks. It's definitely deer, so there's probably cougars as well. I don't know if there's wolves here. I'd say there's a chance of wolves being here. I don't know if I saw a wolf print or not. I did see a paw, but I can't be for sure what that was. This is a really good go-to meal if you guys are interested in trying it out. It's just like Mr. Noodles with eggs in it. You can drop 1 or 2 eggs in there. The water will cook it up. Adds a little bit more protein, a little bit more flavor into the mix. And it makes it a little bit more of a substantial meal instead of just having 1 pack of noodles. I don't find that I'm like fully satisfied eating that. So until the next video, I hope you guys have a great day. Please comment, like, and subscribe. This is Dave from BC Bushcraft. Oh, still too hot. I'm so hungry though. Oh, feed me.